del ni at constant t, p and nj not is equal to I. That means that change in the change of the x by adding some little amount of the n and ni at constant t, p and nj not is equal to I. So this is the expression, general expression for the partial molar quantity. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. From the recap video, you can understand what was our previous discussion, and the discussion was about the partial molar quantities. In this video, I will tell you some derivation with the help of partial molar quantities, and these are the first this derivation, that is del mu y, where mu y is the chemical potential. Del mu y del t at constant p nj is equal to minus si bar, and second I will derive this equation, and by following the same rule you can derive this equation also. Do it by yourself. If you can't derive it, then tell me in comment section, I will derive it in the next video. And last is the Gibbs-Duhem equation. From the partial molar quantities Gibbs-Duhem equation, we can very easily derive the Gibbs-Duhem equation. In one of my previous videos, I already covered this section, but I think this is the proper time to explain this Gibbs-Duhem equation. That's why I will again derive it, the Gibbs-Duhem equation, in this section. So let's start the topic, and before that I will like to say you that please do hit the red subscribe button and then the bell icon, so that you can notified whenever I upload my next videos. So चलो अब देखते हैं ये derivation देखते हैं. चलो, now for this type of derivation we have to start with the right side of this equation, that is from the minus of si bar, or you can say that from the si bar. So what is the si bar? This is the partial molar entropy of ith component. In my previous video, that is partial molar quantities part 1 video, you can get a complete discussion about the concept of the partial molar quantities. I will share this link in this description box. So this is a general form of the partial molar quantities. Any partial molar quantities, that is xi bar is equal to del x del ni at constant Tp nj not is equal to I. So what will be the expression for the si bar? This is this expression. This expression is the expression for the partial molar entropy of the ith component. Now this expression is the expression for the partial molar entropy of the ith component. This is the expression, and this is the general expression. Now again you know that S is equal to minus of del G del T at constant P, or in a mixing state, that is at constant nj also, that is component are also constant. So you can write this S by this term just by taking minus of S, then this minus. So in place of the minus of S, just write this term, that is del ni del G del T p nj, and whole is at constant T p nj not is equal to I. This is the whole thing is that. So the trick is here. Where is the trick? That is the for this type of relation, we can exchange the constant term. That is, you can write this expression like del of, and these two term also, del of del T del G del ni at constant T p nj not is equal to I at constant p nj. you can extend these two places of the constant term and two places of these two derivative term also, as they are all the state function. So that's why you, as g is state function, that's why you can write it like that. And now this is very easy, because you know that from my previous video, you know that this expression is, what is this expression? You can relate this expression with this expression, that is general form of the partial molar quantity expression. So by relating this, you can write it down like that. This expression is actually nothing but the expression for the partial molar Gibbs energy. So you can write it, this whole expression, like Gi bar, that is partial molar Gibbs energy, and this is whole at constant Pnj. Or what is the Gi bar? Gi bar is, you can write it as the chemical potential also it is. So you can write it this Gi bar in term of the chemical potential, that is this equation is equal to del of mu I del T Pnj, del of the mu I del T Pnj. So what was our motive? Our motive is to derive this, that is del mu I del T at Pnj is equal to minus Si, and this is proof that minus Si is equal to, minus Si bar is equal to del mu I del T Pnj. So this is proof. Another, what is your homework? Your homework is to derive this expression by the same way as I derived this expression. This is your homework. So now our next work is to derive this Gibbs 2m equation. So we know that, we all know that the extensive thermodynamical property in the mixing state is not only the function of temperature and pressure, this is also the function of the component present in the system. So Gibbs 2m equation, from the name also you can identify this is the equation of the Gibbs free energy. So G is not only the function of temperature, pressure, temperature in mixing state, this is also the function of other component present in the system, that is N1 number of component 1, N2 number of component 2, and so on and so forth. So G is not only the function of the temperature and pressure, G is also the function of the G is the function of the component present in the system also. And you can write dg as del G del P at constant T and Nj dP plus of del G del T at constant P Nj dt plus of del G del N1 at constant T P and Nj not is equal to 1 into dN1 plus so on and so forth. What is the meaning of this? That is the T and P constant, and only component 1 is variable, other modes of the components are constant. So dg at constant Tp, you can write it that like del G del P T Nj, this is nothing but V, that is V dP, this is minus of S dt, not Tp, then minus of S dt plus of, this is the partial molar Gibbs free energy, that is the partial molar Gibbs free energy means the chemical potential, and for the generalized I am written as at I, that is mu I, that is chemical potential of the ith component into dN1. So, and that is so on and so forth. So you can write it, that is dg is equal to V dP minus S dt plus summation of mu I dNi. Mu I dNi, the summation is over on I. So you can write it the expression of dg like that. Now from this expression, what is the expression for the dg at constant temperature and pressure? That is, at constant temperature and pressure, dp is equal to 0. At the pressure is constant, that is, there is no change of pressure occurring in the system. So dp is equal to 0 and constant temperature means the dt is also 0. So what is the expression for the dgtp? The expression for the dgtp means dg at constant temperature and pressure is equal to summation over I mu I dni. This is the expression of the dgtp, that is summation over I mu I dni. So this is one form of the Gibbs-Duhem equation. This is the one form of the Gibbs-Duhem equation. So there is another form also, that is if we are integrating this function, if we are integrating equation 1 at constant temperature and pressure, you can get that at constant temperature and pressure, you can get that the equation for g is equal to sum over mu I ni. G is equal to sum over mu I ni. You can get that at constant temperature and pressure. So what is the from this expression, what is the expression for the dg? That is the expression for the dgtp here, that is sum over mu I dni plus of, again the differentiation also occur in case of ni, that is in case of mu I, that is ni d mu I. So by following this rule, you can get what is the expression for the dgtp is equal to sum over I mu I dni plus of sum over I ni d mu I. This is equation 2. This is equation 2. So both two are equation 1 and equation 2. Both two are equation for the dgtp. So it should be equal. So for the for this equality, what should we do? That is the, for this equality, that is that this term, that is sum over I ni d mu I, should be 0, because these two term is the term for the dgtp. So these two terms should be equal. So for this equality, we have to put the sum over I ni d mu I is equal to 0. That is sum over I ni d mu I is equal to 0. So this is a form of the Gibbs-Duhem equation, and this is very important equation. This is very important equation. So now I will tell you a very important application of this Gibbs-Duhem equation. चलो अब देखते हैं वो एप्लीकेशन क्या है. That is, we are getting here sum over ni d mu I is equal to 0. This is a Gibbs-Duhem equation. So for binary mixture means when the component of the mixture is 2. So for binary mixture, the Gibbs-Duhem equation will be n1 d mu 1 plus of n2 d mu 2 is equal to 0. And from this expression, you can write it down like that: d mu 1 is equal to minus of n2 by n1 and d mu 2, and whole process is done at constant t and p. So from this equation also, or you can write it as the mole fraction also, that is d mu 1 is equal to x2 by x1 into d mu 2. This you can write it also like that. So from this expression, what you can conclude? You can conclude that mu1 or chemical potential is not only the function of temperature. Chemical potential is also dependent on the component present in the system. There is some dependency of the chemical potential. And another, you can conclude that the sign of the chemical potential of the component or the change of the chemical potential of one component will be opposite to the change of the chemical potential of the another component. That means by changing the mole fraction of the solution, by changing the mole fraction of the binary mixture, if the chemical potential of the component 1 increases, then the chemical potential of the component 2 will be decreases. So you can conclude it this also from the Gibbs-Duhem equation. This is a very good conclusion that you can draw. That is the when for changing the mole fraction of the component in the mixture, in the binary mixture, when chemical potential of one component will increase, then chemical potential of other component will be decreased. So this is a very good conclusion of the Gibbs-Duhem equation. And Gibbs-Duhem equation is also used in case of the calculation of the surface excess concentration in case of Gibbs adsorption isotherm. So that's all about the partial molar quantities part 2 video. So thank you for watching. See you again. Bye.